Hey guys, welcome to Got That Shiva Look video. Today I'm here to talk about my dreads.
I can.
Yeah.
And I'm here also to talk about my dreads.
So I called these dreads at the beginning of the video, but in actuality they're not dreads. They're not dreadlocks like the Western world believes them to be. They're actually what's called jatas. And jatas is a Sanskrit term, and basically jatas are exactly what the god Shiva wore. And very many other gods had jatas as well, but Shiva was well known for his jatas, and he had a specific style to him. And really, jatas have has a deep context to it, but ultimately it's a style and it's a way of looking, I don't know, powerful and expressing that you are that powerfulness, just like Shiva. And so when we wear our hair in jatas, such as Robert and I are doing, then we embrace and embody that powerfulness just like the god Shiva, and we start moving towards that space as well as individuals as we move throughout life and creating our reality. And so I can say personally, I was never somebody that would have worn jatas, but when my guru had asked me to do it, it was something that I was just willing to say yes to, and I'm so glad that I did, because like I said, I never would have worn jatas, but now that I have them, I'm in love with them. And I mean, this is a style that I would have thought. Like I got the little bun in the back here, and I like hanging them down over my shoulder, and I can let them down too, but I'm not going to do that right now just because it's a bit of a, as I let it down, then I have to put it back up and everything. But ultimately, my jatas are something that I absolutely love, and I can actually thank Robert here for that.
It's like a lifestyle. I can say that I feel that my jatas are like a living person, like someone else, about whom I need to care, about whom I wearing. You can see that I can show you. I like the long jatas. So uh, for me it is part of my, or it represents my spirituality or my spiritual thinking, and also it represents that I am Shiva and that the Shiva is expressing through me. So um, this is my expression to outer world, that I wear them, and it's a lot of different styles how to wear it. So we can do some things with it and show it to you.
Me, I
So
mean, I'm still one of those guys that's getting used to all these various different styles, but I'll start to take these down for you. But
yes,
ultimately,
so maybe you can show, or you already show that this is your style for now.
yeah, ultimately, for me, I'm an athlete, and so that was a big reason why I wasn't really too keen on getting jettas initially, because I'm doing a lot of jumping around and whatnot. And so uh, when I'm jumping around, I was a little more concerned about how is my hair going, because I mean, imagine me walking around or jumping around with the turtleneck jettas. It'd be a little bit too much for me, but Robert seems to pull it off quite nicely. So for me, I still enjoy bringing them down, but I have to have them tied up tight. And if they're not tight, then they're going to flail around a little bit. So when they're loose, they hang not quite as much as Robert's there. Mine are coming down a little bit more, about mid-back.
Yes, that's nice.
But yeah, you like Robert said, you get like a feel for them, and you kind of get used to, each one has its own little nature, and it goes through its own little growth period. And I mean, I love them, and I mean, I don't know what else to say, but I'm such a big fan of them, and I never really would have experienced or
Yes.
thought that before. And
Like you talk about athlete, that you are interested in it, and when I do yoga, I think at the beginning that it will be hard, that with the long jatas, but when I try it, I see that it's like before, that is no problem for me to do yoga or any other things. So you can also have a long jatas, and it's not problem. And maybe my best style how to wear it like this, like I have it, wrap around my neck, or maybe only leave it free on my back, so I can feel when I'm walking that they are hanging and pressing my legs, and this feeling I like. Or then I like to do them like in a kind of a ball. It's visible like this. I use the band to do it. I do like this small ball, and then the rest I wrap around. And this, what is here, I stick inside, and it's done. It's visible.
Quick and easy, eh?
Yes. This is maybe the faster way how to wrap them when it's hot, or I want to do something to don't, maybe when I go eat and I don't want to eat with my jatas, so I do this. So
And there's a spiritual context to this as well. I mean, there's a reason why the god Shiva had jatas. It's a way of actually holding energy and bringing in a greater level of cosmic energy in a sense. And so it's a way to elevate consciousness, just like every other spiritual practice that Shiva downloaded for all of us. But there's purpose behind it. There's a context. And so when we're embracing that same lifestyle and that same ability to live a higher conscious lifestyle. And so not only is it something about style and it looks cool and it looks good, but we're living a more aware lifestyle. So like Robert said, he's walking around and he can feel them playing around on his back and even the back of his leg. Yeah, yeah. And so even when it's on your head, it's a little bit of weight there, so it makes you a little bit more present as well. I'm sure you're probably feeling that with the weight that you got, right?
Yes, a lot of times it make me like aware, more aware. I feel.
Exactly, and so there's a beautiful context behind it as well, and it's not just about styles, although that's I mean a huge perk. We're loving the looks and whatnot, but if you wanted to learn more about jatas, I mean, look more beyond just dreadlocks, because they're not dreadlocks, and like I say, the spiritual context is beautiful. The style is amazing, and ultimately you live a more peaceful and aware lifestyle.
Yes.
Yes.
I agree with you.
Yes. My twin, Robert, from
twin Jordan.
Here I am from Canada, and he's coming all the way from Europe. And
yes.
it's a beautiful relationship that as soon as you see somebody else out there with them, it's just like, hey, we're brothers.
Yes.
So thanks for watching the video though, guys, and hope you enjoyed it, and definitely click subscribe and watch more of these videos. It's a beautiful channel that's happening here, and we're blessed to be a part of it right now.
And see you next time in next videos.